First tea I will feature in this feeding video is the Trinachillus murinus. You like that, girly? You gonna take it? Thinking about it? Well, I think that's the longest we've seen you in a feeding video. It's good to see you for once. Isn't she beautiful? Gotta love these teas. I wouldn't recommend them for beginners, but they sure are lookers. Gorgeous. Their whole body is orange. We named this one Knee High after the cola, the orange soda drink. So I guess you're just going to kind of hold it there, huh? Oh, okay. It's alright, girly. Go back in your lair. Eat your dinner. There you go. Good girl. Next up, we have the Thrixopama ockerty. And as usual, this one has a voracious appetite. Very good attack. I knew you'd want two of them. Pretty soon you'll be graduating to larger crickets. Of course, I bet you now you could take down a larger cricket. But I only have pinheads and superworms today. So you get little wimpy crickets, but I give you two of them instead of just one. She's a cutie. Well, you enjoy that. Alright. This is my Nhandu carapinosus. Wanted it. Did you see that? Cricket hopped right there. Now, are you going to be lazy or are you going to go hunting? Come on, go hunting. The LP likes to go hunting. How about you? Well, for time's sake, maybe I should help it on along a little bit. My. Oh, okay. Wouldn't you know it, my battery might die soon. Get it. I don't think I'm helping matters any. Oh, come on, grab it. It's right there. Come on. Get it. You're gonna make my video too long. I like to see my teas attack, even if it takes a long time, but you're pushing it. I'm going to have to get a fresh battery already. No? Don't think so? My goodness, did you ever see such a lazy tarantula? Alright, tell you what. We'll just leave that one in as an update. Nandu Cariopenosis. Alright, thanks for your patience. Alright, new battery and just in time for my Brachypoma vagans. You're welcome. Even heard a little crunch there. Hello, sweetie. We named her Luna. If any of you are Bela Lugosi fans, like I am, and you've seen the movie called Mark of the Vampire, made in 1935, you'll remember the female vampire in that film. His name was Luna. So we named her accordingly. And believe me, the name is fitting. She is a female vampire. She's a big girl too. Look at her. She is growing up. If you like velvet black tarantulas, I'd recommend you get the Brachypoma vagans or the Grammostola pulchra. Beautiful black tarantulas. The vagans tends to have a little more spunk to them. So if you like spunky tarantulas, get this one. This one for a brachy is quite skittish. But they are awesome eaters, I'll tell you that. This one rarely turns down a meal. I think this one only turns down a meal if it is in pre-molt. But it's not in pre-molt, so. And yes, this one does give threat postures. So when they do that, you know to leave them alone. Oh, you're going to web for us now. Yeah, just don't kick hairs. I'd appreciate that. Yeah, this one does like to kick hairs. Look at that. What a good view of her. I don't mind wasting the letting the time go by on our video to see this. She's a beautiful girl. You showing off for the camera, sweetie? Well, we appreciate that. Yes, we do. Thank you for doing your little dance for us. Now don't poop on me now. Tarantulas have very good aim with their poopers. Got your butt sticking up in the air just like some teas do. Alright. Well, you enjoy your worm. We have other teas to feed. So, thanks, guys. This is my Nandu Colorado Villosus. Let's see if this one's willing to eat. This one is a very skittish sling. I think out of all of my slings, this one's probably the most skittish, if not my Heteroscadra maculata. In fact, I would probably put the Heteroscadra maculata first and this one second, as far as skittishness go. Come on now, get it. There you go. Good for you. Eat up so you can get nice and big and healthy. Look at those legs. Already a leggy tarantula. Look at that. Now you are not coming out of that enclosure. I got you another treat over there. That one's playing dead, so you can enjoy it later. Alright, thanks guys. I wish you could see the size of this pokey. This is the Poecilotheria striata, and this one molted about a week ago, and it is pretty big now. It actually ate a superworm recently, because as it was molting, there was a superworm in there that was pupating, and it was in the early stages of pupating, so it wouldn't have done any harm to the molting tea. But the tea took it. Luckily, the fangs were already dark by the time the tea got it, so no harm done. Thankfully, this one caught me off guard. Didn't expect it to molt so soon. But I'm going to try and give it another worm anyway. And if it wants it, it'll get it. But pokies tend to be really shy when it comes to the light. So, not sure if we're going to get a good view here. We've seen this one take food before, but unfortunately not as often as we would like. But this tarantula does have the yellow warning legs now. As you can see. Okay, there you go. Well, you enjoy that. That kind of freaked me out. I was like, no, you're not coming out of your enclosure. So, but just in case, I did have a little catch cup here. So, alright, well, enjoy. I'm glad you took the worm after all. And we got to see your yellow warning legs. Thank you. Alright, stay tuned to the next tea. We are not going to feed this one today because it recently molted. This is the Acanthoscurria geniculata. Look at those vibrant stripes on the legs. Fresh hairs on the abdomen. Beautiful. So, don't worry, sweetie. I'll have a cricket on it with your name. Your name will be on that cricket. Just give it a few more days and you'll be all set to eat. Okay? So I just wanted to show everybody what you look like. Give you a little update. Alright. Thanks. This is my meanest tarantula in my collection. This is the Ceratogyrus brachycephalus. And you can see that mean girl down there. Unfortunately, she doesn't eat on camera very much, but there's always hope that she'll surprise us someday. She's done it for me, I think, once. So, we'll try again. She just likes to either just sit there and act curious, or she gets mad and gets in a threat posture. So, we'll see which mood she's in today. Let me find you a good, juicy worm here. Hey! Oh, there we go. She takes it later, but for some reason, she just does not like to do it on camera. She's curious. Come on, girl. Come on. Get it. Oh, she's very curious. Sorry you can't see her incredibly well, but she doesn't particularly like it when I shine light in her eyes. Of course, I don't like it when people shine light in my eyes either. And she has 8 of them, so. And she can't really hide them as easily as I can hide mine. But see, that's what she does. She just kind of feels it, you know, feels around it, but she doesn't always take it on camera. She's a tease. Are you a tease? You gonna get your dinner? Get your dinner. Come on, get that dinner. Alright, well, I don't think she's going to take it on camera like usual, but there's a little update on her. She's doing just fine. Ornery as always. Alright, stay tuned. This is the lair of my very tiny Heteroscadra maculata. And you say, well, if it's so tiny, why is it in such a large enclosure here? Well, that was the only good one I had. And as you can see, what I did to compensate for that, I filled it up halfway with substrate so it gives the tarantula an appearance of it only being that big instead of that big. And I put very tiny holes in there for ventilation, and it's got some wood to climb on. But right now, you see that little hole right there? That's where it likes to spend most of its time. This tarantula recently molted, so we will not be featuring this one in a feeding video, unfortunately. Of course, it's not like we'll be able to see much anyway, because I just don't see this one very often. Right now, he or she is a pet hole. So, that's the breaks. But there's that one. Let's see how the Aphonopomma seemanni is doing today. In a very hyper mood. Okay. You wanting to eat? Yeah, you're always a good eater for me. I'll get you two of these. One. Come on, you want another one. Gotta fatten you up some more. Oh, come on, quit playing cat and mouse. Just get it. There you go. Alright. Aphonopomma seemanni. Good girl or boy, whatever you are, enjoy your meal. This is the abode of my Australian blueleg, Phallogia species. And as you can see, it's made several burrows. Quite a few going around and some in the middle there. Yes, this one's a pet hole. But occasionally we'll see it come out. I have video footage of this one. Would you like to eat today on camera? Or are you just going to stay under there and wait for the crickets to find the hole and just attack it that way? That's probably what you're going to do. But feel free to surprise us if you want to. The air conditioning's on so you can see the webbing kind of flapping there in the wind. I really like the design of the webbing. I had some leaves in there and you can see they're kind of buried. You can see the middle part of the layer is kind of standing up higher than the edges of the container. So even if you don't provide an actual cave for them, they'll make one themselves. Of course, when it gets older, I'll give it a cave. But right now it's happy the way it is. I once heard someone say a burrowing tarantula is a happy tarantula. And yep, that is true. It is indeed true. If your tarantula is supposed to be a burrower and they burrow, that means that you have done well. And they are happy. So we're not getting much of an attack here, so I'm just going to close this one and we'll move on to the next tea. Alright, thanks. Look who else decided to molt. The Acanthoscurria brocklehursti. I am very excited to see that. I love these teas. They eat so well, they grow so fast. They're just awesome. This one is very quickly outgrowing its enclosure. So I will be getting it a new enclosure after the tarantula heals up, and then that way I can make the transfer without risk of injuring the tea. But isn't he or she a beauty? Well, unfortunately, after examining the molt, it did look more like a male, but it was a little bit tiny, so I may give it one more molt before I can tell for sure, but I'm going to say it's a suspect male. I hope I'm wrong, because I would much rather have females. I'm not into the breeding business, so having males really does not interest me. But that's okay. I just keep them as pets and observation. Isn't he beautiful? He is absolutely beautiful. Alright, we'll put him up and go on to our next tea. This is just an update. This is my Lasiodora pear Habana. Rapidly growing. And we'll see if this one is going to be hungry. That would be a yes. I think the LP took them both down kind of at the same time. Very good. This will be my largest tarantula after all of my 20 tarantulas are full grown. Hope it's a female. And I did rehouse this one into a new enclosure. Don't worry, it's not too big. It may seem like that on camera, but it's really not. The tea likes it. From what I've heard, they're very good display teas, so they don't really require a cave like mini teas do. So this one is perfectly content just sitting out in the open. Just like most LPs seem to be. One of my favorite teas. If you don't want to mess with a Theraphosa blondie or Apophysis or Theraphosa sturmei because of the high humidity levels, but you still want a large tea, Get you a Lasiodora parahybana. They do not require as much humidity as the Theraphosas do. So they're easily maintained. And you still get the large tarantula. Alright, enough on this one. Let's go ahead and get this one out of the way. This is my Chromatopalma cyanopubescens. This one is in pre-molt, and I suspect will flip over any moment. I don't know if it'll be today, but this one has denied food, and if a GBB denies food, then you know they are in pre-molt. So, oh yeah, they're fast growing, so it's about time. So I'm not going to bother this one, just let it be in its webbing and it'll flip over when it's ready. Okay, enough on that one. Thanks. You remember the tarantula that took down that superworm? It was a tiny superworm, but it was a superworm nonetheless. You remember that Brachy? You're looking at him right now. This is my Brachypalma boehmei. And it appears that this one is in pre-molt also. The legs don't quite... Well, I don't think it's late pre-molt. But I'm going to offer it food and see if it eats. If it not, then I'm taking the food out. This time I'm just going to give it little crickets. See if it wants those. And if not, I will remove them. But there's an update on the boehmei, my favorite brachy. The abdomen is still quite swollen from that superworm I fed it not too long ago. So I'm thinking it's mostly swollen because of that. It just seems too soon for it to molt. But if it is in pre-molt, it's in the very early stages of it. It just seems too soon. But that's why I'm going to leave the crickets in there and then just check on them. And if the boehmei hasn't eaten them, then I will promptly remove them and give them to another tea, or just save them for later. What a cutie. Well, I'm sorry I'm not giving you a superworm this time. I know that kind of insults you, but your abdomen's already quite swollen as it is. I think you'd burst if I gave you a superworm, so we'll just stick with these little pinheads this time. I'm sorry. Alright, on to the next tea. This is my Grammostola rosea. Let's see if this one's in the mood to eat. Looks like that would be a no. Nope. You know, I really think this one prefers crickets. I really do. But I just think she's also in one of her fasting moods. That's pretty typical for a G. rosea. And she's... Okay. Isn't she cute, though? Yeah. She's a sweetie most of the time. But sometimes she doesn't want to be bothered. And I think this is one of those times. I was tempted to pick her up for you guys today and show her how sweet she can be, but I can tell just by her not wanting the food that she is not in the best of moods today. So I will respect that, and I will put the lid back on and just have her chill. Alright, thanks. This is my Brachypalma Smithy. Yeah, you can take that. Got you a baby superworm there. Yeah, no problem. You got that worm. I think with one more molt, this one will be about the same. Well, you know what? This one may be already the same size as my Brocklehursti. They're very close in size. So probably with the next molt, this one's going to have to move to a new enclosure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure of that. What a cutie. You like that? I'm glad you like that. Alright, well, you enjoy. We'll see if we can get the next tea to eat. This is the abode of my Psalmopoeus erminia. And this one likes to stay in the dungeon. So we're going to see if we could get her to get a worm. If I can point the worm in the right direction. See if we get lucky here. Well, assuming I can even get the worm in the first place. Come on. Interested. Come on, get it. It's your worm. It's your treat. Can't really I'm wanting to say that may have been a threat posture. Or a defensive strike. May not be hungry. Well, it's down there. We can eat it later. Oh well. You can kind of see her a little bit. When I was mentioning earlier, when I had my Brachypoma vagans out, I was mentioning the 2 black teas that you would want to get. Well, here's a third one, that if you like black teas, get you a Psalmopoeus erminia. In fact, of the 3, the Pulchra, the Vagans, and the erminia, I think the erminia is the prettiest. But that's just my opinion. Alright, well, we'll let this one decide whether it wants to eat it or not. Might choose to later, but doesn't seem interested now. So, the worm's just going to burrow in there, and the tea will get it later. Alrighty, I tried. Thanks. Here's this nicest tarantula in my collection. The Brachypoma abopilosum. The abdomen already looks quite full, so I'm not really sure about, well, let me see if I can find a very small worm in here, because the only ones left in the other enclosure that I keep my worms in have only fat ones in there. So, I just don't know, sweetie. You already look. Well. Nope. Just as I thought. You're too full. I think it's too soon for you to molt. But if anything, you might be in the earliest stages. But yeah, you definitely look like you... I gave you a real fat, juicy one the other day. So you're... You know what? Now I remember. I actually gave this one a cricket. Not too long ago, the one that the GBB denied, because the GBB is definitely in heavy pre-molt. So I gave this one the cricket, and this one ate the cricket. And that was just like 2 or 3 days ago. So yeah, this one's not hungry, but there's an update. I love the copper shine on the carapace and the curly hairs. Such a cutie. Alright, 1 tea left, guys. I bet you can guess which one it is. Look who came out for a visit today. Nandu chromatus. Fruitcake. She is a fruitcake, alright. Well, let's see if Fruitcake would like a nice juicy superworm today. Let's see. Come on now. Never mind. You can have it. It's all yours. Oh, you missed it. You missed it. Fruitcake. Now you're going to have to go burrowing after it. Well, I can see you need water. Would you like to get in a threat posture for us, huh? Did you want that worm? I'm going to offer you one more. And if you don't take this one, I know you're not hungry. And I'm not putting my fingers in the way. No. Okay. Fruitcake is not hungry today. But let's have a look at her. Isn't she sweet? She's gorgeous. Oh, it's a little too blinding there. There we go. Well, thanks for showing off for us, sweetheart. Yeah. She likes to give me threat postures. But not today. Today she's just kind of in a mellow mood. Yeah. She's just chilling. Isn't that funny how it just looks like one eye is looking at me? At the camera. There's 8 eyes there, but it looks like one big eye. I think that's funny looking. But that's just me. Yeah, she likes to hide in her little cave there. She loves her cave. Whenever she gets spooked, she scampers off into that cave really fast. Okay, my worms are crawling out. Get back in there, worms. Get in there. I gotta give water to my girl here. She's probably my second favorite tarantula in my collection. Don't let the other teas hear, they'll be insulted. And the Chromatopoma cyanopubescens is my favorite. No offense, girly, but you're second. Hey, out of 20, that's not so bad, hon. What do y'all think? Highly recommend you get this tea. They're skittish as all get out, but they're very impressive looking and they're great eaters. So get you a Nhandu chromatus. And they're actually quite affordable too. Get you one of these and you won't be let down. Alright, well, we'll close this video. This feeding video. Hope y'all enjoyed. We had some good attacks and some lame ones, but that comes with the territory. Alright, have a good night. See you later.